I welcome you all to this session today. It's actually nice having you. Today we shall focus especially on the Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. Today I will be revealing the secrets which I tag dark secrets. I will be sharing with you the secrets I have used, the secrets I used to build up beneficiaries of the program. So far, I have helped 221 persons to win or to be an alumni of the Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program in the space of about 8 years. In 20 directly, I have assisted directly 63 persons, and from persons whose business plans I reviewed, from persons who come for consultation, I've actually helped to raise about exactly 221 persons. So, what are the secrets? I have my projection for this year being the last edition of the program. I have my projection, but for this year, since 2018 that I became a mentor with the foundation, what has been my secrets? What have I used to make this progress so far? In 2023, last year particularly, 19 Nigerians applied, 18 of them got it. Just one person from Imo State did not. So what is the secret? Perhaps Sanka Empire is out to help African entrepreneurs to raise funds. So today I will have to take you through the program we have. After taking you through the program we have, I will now continue proper. This session is particularly focused on three things. The first one is sharing with you secrets, or you can call it dark secrets, of winning the Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. After that, I will also share with you businesses that are likely to win the Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program, particularly in 2024. When we are done with that, we will discuss practically about the application process, where I will give you general tips. I will give you general tips. Then we have questions and answer. Before we get to the giveaway packs, I actually have to come because Sanka Empire will be celebrating its anniversary very soon. So this is part of our gift to entrepreneurs. We discovered that most of the entrepreneurs do not even have the means to register their business at the moment. So we actually have some package for all of you joining me. Let me start with the giveaway packs. In the giveaway, we have free business registration. The business registration, we are not registering limited liability companies for anybody. We will be registering business name with the Corporate Affairs Commission. We will be registering business name. For people outside of Nigeria, we will actually be focusing on, we will send you funds, we will ask you the cost. If you win, we will ask you the cost of business registration in your area and we'll send it to you. But for people within Nigeria, we will be doing the registration ourselves, and by next week Friday, when we come up live again, we will actually present the certificate to you. Then for my mentorship class, which is worth 50,000 naira, I will be giving us some free slots today. I will be giving us some free slots. So again, there are some cash gifts that winners of that cash gift will also received. So what is important now is for you to be a beneficiary of these giveaway packs, you have to follow me to the end, because that's actually one of the things we'll be doing close to the end of this program. And to win, you will have to answer a few questions from what I have actually discussed here. To win, you will answer a few questions from what I'll be discussing here. So you need to be part of this session, and you need to be part of it to the end to be a beneficiary of the giveaway. Now, without waiting for that, let's quickly look at Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. I am so much interested in this year's application because Sanka Empire is asked to bridge the gap between African entrepreneurs and funding, African entrepreneurs and intending entrepreneurs. We've discovered that the challenges African entrepreneurs are facing is how to get access to funds, and we stepped out to bridge that gap. We stepped out to make getting access to funds easy for African entrepreneurs. And one of the ways we do it is we bring you grant opportunities and we teach you how to apply. We are also available to assist you in the application. On this channel, you will see a video I posted where I visited a palm oil producing plant. The owner of it is not that learned. He is not. He is more or less not. He did not go to school. Sorry to say, but he has that business and he is based in rural area where he does not have access to funds and you don't have access to this information. So what Sanka Empire is doing, we actually bridge the gap between funding and people like that and people like you too, who actually have access to the information but does not have the means. So this year, being the final year, perhaps we are expecting that we will have the highest number of beneficiaries in 2024. Because I have seen the hands of the Elumelu Foundation, the management team of the entrepreneurship program and of the foundation itself, they are actually trying to get in many partners. They are trying to get many partners on the program. So, in summary, what am I saying? We are dedicated to making you win this grant this year. The Elumelu Foundation, for those that is hearing it for the first time, which I believe some persons will be hearing it for the first time, is a $100 million commitment by Elumelu and his family to fund African entrepreneurs. And his commitment is to empower at least 1,000 entrepreneurs every year with $5,000 for this period of 10 years. This is the 10th year. So far, within this period, other partners has actually joined him, and some years, particularly in 2018 or 2019, he empowered 3,200 persons. In 2020 and 2021 combined, he empowered 4,949 persons and all that. This 2023, we are yet to be specific of the number of persons he actually empowered or you will be empowering. So this year, we are actually expecting the highest number this year. But for you to be among this number, there are certain things you need to do. And what are those things? Before I give you 3 dark secrets that will actually help you, I want to give you a background of what Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program is all about, what they use, the criteria they use in selecting entrepreneurs or selecting beneficiaries. It might sound familiar to you, but what is important is how do they practicalize it? How do they use it? You might have heard of these criteria. You might have heard of gender diversity. You might have heard of regional diversity. You might have also heard of the business industry. You might have also heard of your performance, and recently they added the attendance. How do they calculate these things together? I need to give you this thing on a general note. So when you understand how they calculate it on a general note, I will now give you the secrets on how you can actually meet up with all these things so that you can actually have an edge in being selected. I'm giving you 3 dark secrets that will help you in this application. So what is important is, what is important first is the foundation is using gender diversity, and I will be explaining all these things. I'll be explaining it in just a couple of 5 minutes before we continue with the secret. Gender diversity, they are focusing on actually the 1,000 entrepreneurs Elumelu Foundation is actually funding. They are sharing it. Initially, they shared it 60-40, 60 men, 40 women. That was within 2017-2018. and part of 2019. It was actually 60-40, and people came up with this belief that women have the chances of benefiting. Not actually because women are benefiting, but it was because the women that applied, most of them have to fall within this 40%. Most of them did not apply. Then I'm talking about them. So if actually the Elumelu Foundation is selecting If when Elumelu Foundation is selecting 1,000 persons and about 500 women applied, 2,000 men applied, that time you are seeing 2,500 applicants and they're selecting 1,000, you are perhaps actually looking at the selection process for men will be actually tedious, while that of women will be easy. 500 persons, so selecting 500, perhaps almost everybody that participated will be selected. So that is how it has been. But this time the table has changed. Perhaps women are applying more than men. I will give you this practical scenario. Now I know of some businesses that the man is actually in charge running it, and the wife is a partner. He will decide to apply apply in his wife's name instead of applying in his name. So, in summary, women are actually more than men on the program. So the selection process between women and men this time is becoming more competitive. Now, and we have actually, so that gender diversity is no more favorable to a particular gender. Everybody now have almost the same ground. TEEP is using it as part of their selection process, fine and good, but it's no longer favorable. That okay, as a woman, let me apply, and even if I did not do better, I'll be shortlisted. No, this time we have to compete, because in Africa, to Elumelu Foundation, particularly Nigerians, in Africa and Nigerians, the women are actually applying more. That aside, regional diversity, I see some persons from different countries complaining. Yes, they have to complain, but one thing is there is an algorithm that the Elumelu Foundation is using. How many persons? One, the foundation is actually funding. The foundation is actually funding all the 54 African countries. But how many persons apply from your country? Because they are doing it by percentage. You feel Nigeria is now a Nigerian thing? No. But they're doing it by percentage, the percentage of the applicants. How many persons applied? When competition is at its peak, when there is a tie, they have to use that. So in countries where you have so many persons that apply in Nigeria, and they use that, and maybe perhaps Nigerians are more when it comes to shortlisting, you feel the program is not for Nigerians only. It is not true. Honestly, it's not true. So, but what I'm saying is, I'm just giving this as a background for you to understand where we're going to. I need to tell you this because the next one now is the most important that I will stand on to talk to you about the dark secrets that I'll be sharing. The next thing the next thing is the business industry. That is what is important, and I want to start revealing the dark secrets from here now. I will be giving practical examples of my years of experience as a coach and as somebody who also run a contract package, helping African entrepreneurs to apply. So now, what are the secrets? What has helped me? What are those things that has helped me? Looking at these criteria that TEEP have used in shortlisting their candidates, what are those things that I have actually put in place that has helped me and that is still valid till now? The first thing is avoid competition. The first key to winning to Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program is avoid what? Competition. How do you avoid competition? Competition is coming from different sectors. I told you earlier, I'm giving you a practical example. In 2018, 2017, anybody that applied as a lady always stand a better chance of getting it more than the men. Once you apply as a lady, you stand a better chance of getting it more than the men. But this time around, they are now on almost the same level. So the competition is balanced now. So applying as a lady or applying as a man does not actually have anything to do by giving advantage, because more ladies are applying and they are competitive, while men too the same thing. So that one now is no longer there. But what is valid when it comes to avoiding competition this time around, what we are using is one is the business industry. If you actually want to win, there are some businesses that are There are some businesses that are actually saturated on the program. Businesses like poultry farming. If you're coming up with poultry farm, unless it is not saturated in your, but once you know you have you actually have people coming up with this idea of poultry farming, and you're actually coming up with it too, it is very competitive for you to win. I will give you practical example. Just relax. There are some businesses that are saturated when it comes to the. I am one of the few persons that have access to these informations, because most people watch my videos and they actually contact me for one thing or the other. So I actually have this. I have actually have access to these things, and I actually see. Uh, 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 I actually get access to most of the business ideas they are applying with. I actually get access to most of the business ideas they're applying with. So when you're coming from a region where so many persons are using the same idea, the competition is high, I will tell you how to avoid it. Just relax. Now, but I have read several business plans. Somebody who did not win and somebody who won. There's a lady that actually she is into photography, just casual photography. If I send her a business plan, you will marvel. This business plan. How does she come? How does she get to win? Just normal photography. She won. Let me tell you the secret now by avoiding competition. Tony Elumelu Foundation wants to fund the 54 African countries. Good. Tony Elumelu Foundation wants to fund all the businesses. They want to empower all sectors. So when you are now tied to a particular sector where the competition is high, their chances, that is where the game of luck come in, because game of luck is also part of TEF. But what you do first is you have the opportunity at the application phase of it now to avoid competition. You can avoid this competition. You can actually choose an industry where there will be no much competition. You know your area, you know the businesses that is happening, and perhaps we are. That's the first thing I do when it comes to consultation. People that will contact me for consultation, I ask you of your business ideas, I ask you of your location, and I advise you better. So what I'm saying is, look for industries, look for business sectors that have that the competition is less, that much people are not applying from. That way you stand a better chance. Stand a better chance. I'm giving you an example. Last year, almost all the ladies that contacted who applied with laundry, in 2022 rather, who applied with laundry business got it. Laundry, man, you hardly see a lady coming up with that idea. And once you see a lady coming up with that idea, it is actually very rare, and the lady stand a better chance of getting it. This is secret. Okay, Lola TV, I've seen your question. I will come to that. I will come to questions later. I think my secretary has to take note of that, so that you can pass it to me later. So what you should do first is look for these industries that have less competition. Laundry was one last in 2022. I'm not talking about last year for now, because I'll be sharing more videos about last year. In 2022, laundry was these areas that does not have. I just told you of the story of a photographer, a local photographer, that the business was not even innovative, but because there was not much person. Last year, particularly, the 3 persons that contacted me about photography got it. And I'll be sharing the pitch videos of these people on this platform when they finally receive the seed capital. I don't want to share anything now that may actually jeopardize their chances. But what I'm saying is, when you go to industries that have less competition, you stand a better chance, and that's one of the secrets. Another means of avoiding competition is your location, choice of location. The first secret I'm sharing with you is for you to avoid competition, and I'm just giving you how you can avoid competition. One, you should go to a business sector that is less competitive. Two, you should be mindful of your choice of location. I'm giving an instance now. I'm an indigenous of River State. I'm living in River State at the moment. I'm particularly living in Port Harcourt. So if I am applying for the Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program, I'm Angoni man, and I come from Bori City. Then I have a business presence. Sanka Empire perhaps is also in Bori, and the other businesses I run, they have their presence in Bori. Instead of me using Port Harcourt as an address, I will use Bori. Should I tell you why? The first thing is I look at it and say, okay, many persons will be applying from the capital city. In Port Harcourt here, you have people from different states. Almost all the states in Nigeria in Port Harcourt city. Same thing happens to Buru too, but they are less. So when you are applying with your branch in Port Harcourt city, the competition is high because they are actually. That's why I took time to explain the selection criteria. The regional diversity is not just states. It's not just nations. They also look at the cities. How many businesses are operating in Port Harcourt? And how many businesses are operating in that city? How many businesses are they going to fund from a particular city? These are things they looked at. I am telling you this with this confidence because I have applied. I told you I have made 221 persons to win the Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. And we are looking for more. We are trying to make it a round figure this year. God will help us. Now, look at the city you are applying with and the idea. Perhaps there are some businesses that actually are functional in urban areas. That's different. But if your business can actually go to rural areas, choose that site, choose rural area. They share it by percentage. If they are funding urban, they are also actually funding businesses in the rural area. And when just know that people will be applying more urban than rural. So if you go to rural, you're actually dodging the competition of these people at the urban cities. That's one of the key I feel I have this confidence and this free mind of sharing with you this key because this is the last year and I want you to win, particularly you that have spent your time to join this conversation. That's the one key. The second thing we need to talk about is understanding the tenets. That's the second key. Now, when the giveaway comes, you win the giveaway pass by actually following what I'm saying. I will ask you questions and you answer. Those who comes up with the correct answers will actually win the giveaway. The first person perhaps will come up with the correct answer will win in each of the categories. So now we are looking at the second key, the second dark key to winning. The second one is what? Understanding the tenets of the Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. I don't want to share my screen now, but after this video, I encourage you to visit, just type Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. Read about it. Just read about it briefly. The first 3 paragraphs, you will discover that Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program, they will say it's a $100 million commitment made by Elumelu and his family to help African entrepreneurs. They have the intention of generating 1 billion revenue, 1 billion naira revenue in revenue for African, $1 billion in revenue for African entrepreneurs rather, and to create 10 million jobs. If not mistaken, I'm just trying to get the values correctly. But these are sorry about that. These are the major reasons. These are the major reasons for the foundation. These are the major things that made to set up the entrepreneurship program. 1, generate revenue. 2, create jobs. They are very specific. Just read about it on the website and you see these things I've told you. So now, if your business is businesses that tends to create more jobs in the business plan, stand a better chance of winning. Businesses that create more jobs stands a better chance of winning these grants. So in the application, even at the application phase now, they ask you, If your business is in existence based on the years of existence, if it's about 3 years, 4 years, you can actually, that's if it's at growth stage. They ask you how many numbers of employees do you have, contractual, part-time, and full-time. Okay, when they are actually asking you of the impact of your business at this application stage in 2024, they are asking you of the impacts of your business. They are asking you of the impact of your business. So you need to be very specific as far you need to be very specific when it comes to job creation, and you need to give them the number estimately. You can actually say you are in the next 5 years, or in the next 3 years, your business tends to employ or to create jobs for, perhaps based on the type of business you are doing, 30, 40, 50 persons. Or if you don't want to go that far, you make it 2 years. 2 years, 3 years are still very okay. So you need to, or you can say upon operation. Now, the impacts, if your business is in the ideation stage, you can actually say upon operation. Upon operation, you will employ this business will actually create jobs for directly. Now, if I am into the production of if I'm into the production of fertilizer, sorry for that. If I'm into fertilizer production, then I will actually know that directly I'm creating jobs for 30 persons. I will know that directly I'm creating jobs for 30 persons, and indirectly I will create jobs for 500 persons. How would I create these jobs for 500 persons indirectly? Perhaps I will encourage agriculture. I will encourage agriculture. And by encouraging agriculture, many persons will actually go back to the farm. Going back to the farm, you're actually expecting certain number of persons. You're actually expecting certain number of persons to get back to the farm, and by getting back to the farm, you've actually empowered. But you put it in estimates. You put it in estimates. If you are actually into processing, you are creating jobs for farmers. So how many farmers? You don't necessarily limit it to the people who are working in your industry. You don't necessarily limit it to those people. What is important is, okay, I'm into processing of cassava into gari, and I'm working in let's say I'm working in Chuba, Port Harcourt. That's my base. Let's just say that, for example, or let me use the Woji Port Harcourt. So now you are focusing on the people. I'm using Chuba because I want to actually analyze the use of gari and cassava. You are focusing on the people living in Chuba, Port Harcourt, and you are focusing on cassava processing. How many farmers do you think you will actually buy cassava from and process it to gari? You actually hope that you will buy cassava from. You actually hope that you will buy cassava from, let's say, 500 farmers in the period of 6 months. So you are actually creating a market for these 500 farmers, and you are empowering them. So you count them as a direct beneficiary or direct or indirect beneficiaries. They could be a direct beneficiary. Their staff, the people that will be working with you, processing this can be your actual. They can be actually your direct beneficiaries. While these other persons, you can actually classify them as people you've created job for, which is good. And you actually write your impact as, okay, it will actually encourage agriculture in the area. I'm just giving you instances so that you understand what I'm saying very well. That's job creation. I'm telling you, understanding the tenets of the Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. They focused on job creation and what? Revenue generation. Now, when they talk about revenue generation, they're actually looking at how much do they expect. Now, if they invest $5,000 into your business, how much are you expecting in the next 1 year? How much are you expecting? The projections, perhaps, particularly last year, in last year's business plan, the projections was for 3 years. You were expected to make projections for 3 years. This year, we are also expecting that or more. I know it will not be less. It should be 3 years or more. So How many persons, perhaps, how much do you intend to generate in the first year? How much do you intend to generate in the second year? How much do you intend to generate in the third year? If your business is not profitable enough, you will not be shortlisted no matter the inputs. Away from that, no matter, despite the input and despite the how you constructed the business plan, there are techniques to these things. There are techniques to these things. There are techniques to these things, I repeat. So you must present, and while you're making your projection, you must be very careful not to overshoot. So many persons can just say $50 million or $50,000 in the first day is not feasible now. And how much do you want to use to get $50,000 in the first day? That one is not feasible, we know. But you must be very careful while you're doing these projections, and perhaps you actually have to keep it within range and don't overshoot. But make them understand that this business is profitable. Now, let me give you a general tip. During this application, when you get to the financials, they ask you of the total amount of money you've invested, right? So many persons who says the business is at the idea stage says they've invested zero. Now, if I am the one reviewing your application, how should I invest in you when you've not invested into yourself? It's not true. If you believe in the idea, fund it first. How do you invest in your business, even if your business is at the idea stage? You paid money for business registration, right? That's an investment. That's what you've done. You paid money to a professional to develop your business plan, right? Or if you do it yourself, it costs you money, right, for research and other things. That's what you've done. You actually paid money for visit, maybe for market survey to get you actually learn something. You actually pay money for a course, maybe a marketing class, or maybe business plan development, or perhaps you contracted somebody. So any fee you've paid, maybe in the research and development process of your business, is an investment. You count it there. You put it there. Don't say zero. You've not invested in it because you've not actually purchased equipment or physical equipment. You feel you've not invested anything to your business. It's not done that way. For you to convince an investor to invest with you, they will ask you. Perhaps there's one of my boss in Florida. Anytime he wants to send she wants to send money. If you actually we are partners, and if you actually want to send money, she will say, okay, Shankar, how much are you bringing to the table? You must, or if you're actually writing, you must present something. There are some grants you apply for, and they say, okay, they are giving $50,000, but the promoting company must also come with a matching fund of at least 30%. So you must say you've done this and you have this. You must say, Basit, Abdul, yes, you paid money for data too. So you count all these things as what you've invested. It's an investment, honestly. You pay money. So these things, perhaps when you're doing business, the money you paid for call card is an investment. So when you are not presenting your business, when you're submitting your application, be bold enough to tell the foundation that you've invested so amount of money. I have invested $1,000. I have invested $800. I have invested $1,500. Depending on the stage of their business, if my business is at a growth stage, I wouldn't mind telling them I've invested $6,000, $7,000 or more. But I need $5,000 to do this. That's what we explained in the business plan. Another thing I have shared with you only 2 tips, right? I'm going with the third one, but I just have to sit and say this so that you don't miss out. Another thing that I also want to stress here is the issue of break-even. So many persons are making mistakes. The issue of break-even. When they asked you about your break-even, how much do you need? How much do you need to generate to break even? You don't take notice of the money. Let me give you a breakdown of how the application question is. How much have you invested to date? How much do you spend monthly? How much do you need to generate to get a break even? So when you put the money you invested, you don't take the money you'll be spending monthly, because what you'll be spending monthly is actually out of what you are generating. So you calculate what you are spending monthly and multiply it before you get how much you need to generate to make a break even. So many persons just say, okay, I've invested $1,200 and I need $1,200 as break even. Sounds somehow. You don't need break even is a point where the revenue you've generated actually match with the amount you've invested, and you are at the point of making profits. That is when the revenue and the expenditure equals net zero, and you are now expecting profit. That's the break even. So when you're bringing up, you need to understand these things also. That you need to include the money you are making, your monthly expenses. And when you are including your monthly expenses, do you consider the number of staffs you choose? Because you have to choose the number of staffs working with you first. So if you say, okay, I have four staffs, and you have four staff rather, you have four staff, and you come up to say you make only $50 monthly expense, how much just pay your full-time staff that are four? There are techniques to these things, and that is what I come to share with you. I want you to win. Not all of you have the resources to afford me and my team, or to contract me and my team to manage your application for you. Perhaps this year we are very expensive. Last year we were doing bonus. This year we are very expensive. So not all of you have that resource, but for following this channel, subscribing to this channel, and perhaps sharing these videos to your colleagues, you actually have to benefit, and that's what I've come to do. The third thing, dark secrets to success in the Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program 2024. The third thing is make use of a professional. Make use of a professional, yes. Let me quickly explain that. For those of you who have submitted the application this year, you understand that the questions are not just a test of TEEP questions. It's not a questions meant for random persons that they just want to test their IQ. You see some questions, they have a pool of over 60 questions, about 60 questions rather. From what I have seen, they have a pool of 60 questions, and once you get to that test, that's the personality and cognitive assessment. Once you get to that stage, the system randomly pick a crop of 40 questions for you. When you see these questions and you are addressing them, if you look at it, you know that there are some questions that does not necessarily you don't just answer it with a dry knowledge. There are some questions that are deep in financial analysis. There are some questions that are deep in business analysis. While there are also questions that just need a random test of IQ. So, in most cases, doing it yourself is far expensive than hiring a professional. It costs you more. I'm telling you the truth. Doing it yourself at a point tends to be expensive than hiring a professional. So the third tips I'm giving you is, when you know you cannot do it, hire a professional. You must not do it alone. Hire a professional. So many persons, business registration is something you can do yourself, right? If you at a point and your business registration is queried repeatedly, instead you hire the professional to train you. The professional must not always do it for you. The professional can train you to do it yourself later, or better, do it for you to save time, so that you can meet up. When it comes to business plan, or perhaps the program that came, the business, the financial plan, that is an Excel document. Not everybody is familiar with that. So if you're not familiar with that, you pay somebody that will teach you, hire somebody that will teach you, or you actually ask somebody that will do it for you. TEF will not be happy for me with me saying this, but I just have to tell you, because my interest is you, not the foundation at this point. My interest on this very program is for you to win. That's my interest. So I have about 7 dark secrets for you. We are in 40 minutes into the program, and I've shared three. I've shared just three. The first one, the second one, and the third one. I have the intention of not repeating it, so that those who were part of us from the beginning can actually have an edge when it comes to the giveaways, and that's the giveaway, because the giveaway actually the one from this presentation that I've made. These three secrets, if you actually practically make use of it in your application, you stand a far better chance of winning. These are things that has guided me. These are things that have guided me. Though we also look at the issue of luck that comes into play. But luck comes into play when there is a tie, when the competition is high. So you can actually take your destinies. You can actually take your destinies into your hands by actually avoiding competition. And I just told you how to avoid competition. That's the first rule you need to do. The first thing you need to do, I'm repeating it now, avoid competition. Avoiding competition by choosing the sector you are actually operating. That's the your business sorry by yeah, your business sector. Avoiding competition by actually choosing your location correctly. The location you are choosing should actually be the location you are choosing should actually be a place where perhaps make use of the rural setting, if your business can actually strive there, and you don't need to go to the city, to the main city of your state. If you're in Nasarawa state, it must not be Lafia. It must not be Lafia. Then if you're in River State, it must not be Port Harcourt City. Okay, somebody from Akwa Ibom State contacted me. He was referred by one of my students last year, who was shortlisted for funding, and he said you want to apply, and you have a business in Port Harcourt, and the business have a presence in Akwa Ibom State, and he actually wants to use the Port Harcourt address. I said no, you don't need to. Let's use the Akwa Ibom State address. He was like, why? I said the number of applications that come from Port Harcourt is far more than the number of applications that come from Abia State and Akwa Ibom State. Sorry, Akwa Ibom State. So if you are applying from Akwa Ibom State, you stand a better chance of winning than people applying in from Port Harcourt, because they wouldn't want to fund more business from a particular city. Thank you, Tuli. I know you're watching from Namibia. Thank you very much. They wouldn't want to fund businesses. They wouldn't want to fund all their business. They wouldn't want all their businesses to come from a particular city. They actually have to spread it to other states. That's in Nigeria. Even in Cameroon, if you're in Bamenda, you have to look at the areas where competition is not much, and perhaps business that can strive in rural areas, you choose it. Now, I have shared these three tips, and if you have any question, you can now drop it in the comment section. Let's move gradually. Before we also talk about some businesses that stand a better chance of winning, I want to entertain your questions now. Ask your questions. Questions to also can also win you gifts. The gifts available in this channel are free tickets to my master for my mentorship on this program for 2024. You can get free tickets. The mentorship program has a price tag of 50,000 naira, but it can be waived for you should you have considered for that. We also have free business registration for some businesses that are not registered. If you win free business registration and your business is registered, we will communicate with you. Either we convert it to cash, or we actually give you as a discount for any of our services, maybe consultation, that's further consultation, training, or perhaps the contract package. So if you have any question, you can go ahead. If you don't have any question, then I will briefly give you more general tips on the application, the type of businesses you should think about, and we move into the giveaway proper. I think I have one question here from Londa TV. Okay, selection of business, is it on a general base or regional base? I have said that earlier, that what matters is the foundation actually the foundation want to be pan-African. They actually want to fund everybody from every region, and that is the best approach, because if you are shortlisting 1,000, and let's say the best 500 persons, 400 of them, or the best 1,000 persons, 400 of them is from South Africa. Other countries will complain. 400 from them is from South Africa, 300 are from Nigeria, so 700 has gone. The 300 other 52 African countries have to share it? No. So what they do is they have slots to each countries based on the number of applicants that come. So the region is also play a vital role. And it was on that note that is, even in a country, if you are in Nigeria and you are actually applying, the competition in Lagos is more. You know that it will be more compared to competition in applications coming from Ekiti State. So if you are a resident of Ekiti State and you live and you have a business presence there, apply with your Ekiti State address and not the Lagos address. That is what I'm saying. Apply with the Ekiti State address and not the Lagos address. So in the absence of any other question, we will go, okay, is there a age criteria for selection players, more chances for a particular age group? Is there a age criteria? Is there any age criteria for selection? I would say yes. Perhaps more chances for a particular age group. I will say no. Now, this is it. I have noticed that people over within 60s and in their late 50s, I have noticed that applications coming from those people does not actually go through. You actually see them in scanty numbers. But you notice application from 18 upwards. One of my students from Zimbabwe, as at the time she won, was 21. She won. Our videos on my channel, you can go back to watch it. From Zimbabwe, just type Zimbabwe, search Zimbabwe on my channel, that's the keyword. She won, and she made a video appreciating Sanka Empire and myself for helping her. So from 18 to 40, 45 and 50, you stand a better chance. I think those age group has always made progress. But anything above 50, their chances are, to me, based on my years of experience, their chances are limited. That's what I've noticed. They do not have that free hand. I think I've answered the question. Favor. If I register my business this year and I have been operating for 3 years, what do I pick in the year's application segment? You pick this year. And you just remind me of one question. You pick this year. The year on your business registration is very important. Pick this year. Now, there are some persons who register their business long before this time. They registered their business 7 years ago. What is on their registration certificate is about 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, or thereabout. And they claim they have not been operational. They are just starting this year, or they're about to start. When you apply with that document, you are not getting it. You are not helping yourself. Honestly, you are not helping yourself. You are applying with a business that's been operational more than 5 years, because the age category for businesses that are applying should be 0 to 5 years maximum. Initially it was 0 to 3, they increased it to 0 to 5 years. So you must ensure you fall within this category of 0 to 5 years. That's the best thing you can do. So you have to choose the dates on the registration. Now, I don't want to talk about, I have a second thought. I am receiving an inbox here telling me not to share with you the businesses that stand a better chance of winning, because so many persons we actually have to deviate. But what I'm saying is, from what I have explained so far, you know that you can avoid this competition by the type of business you do. You don't need to go into this this program with businesses that are rampant in your area. You don't need to. You don't need to. Avoid this competition. Go into businesses that are not familiar, unpopular businesses, businesses that are not actually saturated at the moment. So now let's go in straight for the gift I have for all of you that has been joining me today. I'll be asking you just very few questions, and this is how the giveaway will go. Next Friday we are using another thing. Today we will be looking at our company name is Sanka Empire. Sanka Empire. I don't know if the co-partner is yeah, I don't know if the co-founder is here, Mr. Albert Swana. He will indicate. Now let's okay. There's a question there from Ominuga Abisoye. Please, is there any connection between break-even volume and profit margin? No. Break-even volume and profit margin does not actually have any connect with the application with the application questions. Now they doesn't, because the break-even volume they're asking of, at what point will you make a break-even? So if you're selling I'm selling a course for $10, and my break even is $10,000. How many courses do I need to sell? That's the break even volume. So I have to sell 1,000 courses to get $10,000, right? So 1,000 becomes my break even volume. The profit margin perhaps have to deal majorly with pricing. It's actually have to do with the cost of operation and the price, because when we are talking about profit margin, we are actually talking about, you have to calculate the profit first. If you invested $10,000 into a business, you realized 13,000 as revenue, so the profit there is 3,000, right? So 3,000 divide 10, 3,000 divide 10, and 10,000 times 100. So you can see the percentage there. 18% is very okay. 18%, I think this is the last question. 18% is very okay for profit margin. 18% is very okay. 18% is okay. 18%, 20%, 21% are still very okay to be a profit margin. So now let's look at the gift I have for you. Today I have free registration for free business registration for 2 persons. I have my mentorship tickets for 2 persons, and I have a cash gift for 1 person. I repeat, free registrations for 2 persons, free business registrations for 2 persons, access free tickets to my mentorship class for 2 persons, and cash gift for 1 person. So we are using Sanka this night. Sanka is spelled Sanka, just 5 letters. So I will ask a question, you answer. The first person that answer we choose between letter S to the last A, that's the second A. Each of these letters have each of these letters have a gift attached to it. If you choose letter A, I will not tell you the very gift that is attached to it. So the first question is, I hope everybody's ready. The first question is, what are the 3 key secrets or the 3 dark secrets to winning TEF entrepreneurship program? What are the 3 dark secrets? What are the 3 dark secrets that you need to employ that will help you to win the entrepreneurship program? That's the seed capital of $5,000. What are the 3 dark secrets? Okay, I'm seeing responses. The first response here is understanding the tenets. Okay. I've gotten the answer. I've gotten the answer. Now let's look at it carefully. Let's look at it. Just hold on, please. Let's look at it carefully. Um, the first thing is I have gotten the answer. The first response that came was from Chinedu Emmanuel. Understanding the tenets of the program and also making use of a professional is the third one. Okay, making use of a professional is the third one. First is understanding the sector and also choosing a less competitive business. Okay, you ended up explaining these things, but Abdul actually said understanding the tenets creates jobs, creates revenue. No, creating jobs and creating revenue is an explanation of the tenet, that the tenets of the foundation is job creation and revenue generation. That's what understanding the tenet is all about. Then for Chinedu, your understanding the tenets of the program is one, making use of a professional is two, but understanding the sector and also choosing a less competitive business is an explanation of something of the first one. It's an explanation of the first one, and not it. The person that got it, the first person that got it is avoid competition. Now, avoid competition is one, you choose a less competitive business, which you were trying to explain, Chinedu. Then, aside choosing a less competitive business, you also another thing you need to do, but you actually look up a less crowded location. That is the first thing you need to do. Understand, then avoiding competition, then understanding the tenants and hiring a professional. So that question, Favor Ajayi got it right. So Favor Ajayi, I want you to choose from letter S to letter to the second K on Sanka. Sanka is spelled Sanka. So you choose from letter S to letter K. The letter you have. I will now give you what the letter contains. So from letter S to letter K, Favor, we are waiting for you. Which of the A, please? It is the first A or second A, Favor? It is the first A or second A? Okay. Sorry. The first A. So let's look at what we have in A. The first A is CAC business registration. CAC business name registration rather. So you just won a free business name registration from Sanka Empire. Congratulations. Please indicate if you already have a registered business so that we can look at how we can convert it. Do you have a registered business already? Favor. Okay, you are typing. While you are typing, please indicate if you already have registered business. If you do not, I will call out. Okay, you just started the registration process. Good. And we are doing the registration for you now that you just started. If you've not paid, we'll be doing the registration for you. Then we'll be presenting the certificates to you on Friday, or we can send it to you once it is out. But on Friday in our live session again, we will present the certificates. On Friday, we will present the certificates because we'll be having a live session again on Friday. It must not be for Elumelu Foundation again. They say there are a lot of grant opportunities that are bringing away. So if you don't have my number now, you can write my number down 0703. Okay, we'll be sending you've made the payments already. We'll be sending you the money. I think that would be better. That would be better. Or we look at switching you for someone who may need it. If someone else have another plan that they may not need, but we can actually convert it to money. We can actually convert it to money. I believe we can give you the monetary value of it. We can give you the monetary value of it. We can give you the monetary value of it. It's not you will need it if you win something and if you win something that she want to win that she need. Okay, that is the first letter A is taken. The next question is when two businesses while you're in business and you started a business with $5,000, the total money you've invested from the date you started the business to now is $5,000. Then you've generated you've made a revenue of $5,000. What points are you in that business? Economics of the financial analysis of business is telling that you are at what points? What is this? I'm seeing two persons. I'm seeing Sulenu Technologies. Sulenu Technologies saying break even. I am seeing Chinese coming up with break even. I am seeing Abdul break even. Sulenu break even. It's okay. Everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody is saying the same thing. Everybody is saying the same thing. So, okay, the first person that came up is Sulenu Technologies. Sulenu Technologies. Between letter S. Okay, Sulenu Technologies, I'm asking you if you cannot respond in time. We are more than 1 hour on this program, so if you cannot respond in time, we will move into the next person. Between letter S and letter A, choose one. The first A is choosing already, so then we're waiting. I choose letter K. Okay, letter K. Let's look at what we have here. K stands for cash. Wow. But I think that's the listing we have on the list. Cash. K stood for cash, and the cash we are giving out is not much. We are giving out 5,000 naira only. So congratulations, Sulena Technologies, for winning 5,000 naira from Sanka Empire. Oh, I think I will need to make this transfer while we are live on this video, but I'm using my cell phone for this video. So you just have to drop Sulena Technologies. While we take the next question, you drop your account number with me on this live session. Then I will be transferring to you. I will also show proof of payment of that in our next video. In our next video on Friday, I will show proof of payment. The next thing we are looking at now is okay, we have first A is taken, K is taken, so we have S. Okay, Sanka. We still have 3 other questions to go. I just want to say this. This question now, okay. How many persons has Sanka Empire helped to win the Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program? No prize for second, Chinedu, no prize for second. How many persons has Sanka Empire helped? How many persons? Okay, come second, the third and the fourth time we will consider you. How many persons has Sanka Empire helped? Favor Ajayi 221 times. 221 persons. Favor, congratulations. You just won 221%. Sanka Empire have actually helped. I mentioned that earlier. Sanka Empire have actually assisted 221 persons. Sanka Empire have assisted 221 persons to win the Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. So congratulations, Favor. Favor, you have to go again. Sanka, choose one letter. Nobody is permitted to win more than twice. Nobody is permitted to win more than twice. She answered question. One thing is, okay, she answered question, and the law is you are not permitted to win more than twice. Thank you, sir. I have picked N. Let's see what N has. Okay, congratulations. You've won one of the most valuable prize on this outing today. M stands for tickets to Sanka Masterclass. This masterclass worth 50,000 naira. Chinedu here won last year. Chinedu here was on the masterclass last year, sorry, and he is a beneficiary of the 2023. I can boldly say, Chinedu, sorry about that. I did not take permission from you, but I just have to say it. He's a beneficiary or one of the beneficiaries of the 2023 edition. So congratulations, Favor. So now we have okay, yeah, nobody is permitted to win twice. So Favor, you are to send a WhatsApp message to me on 0703 657 9969. 0703 657 9969. I will also drop it in the description of this video. I will drop it in the description of this video. Just send Favor Ajayi. Yes, that's the name I'm noting now. Then you send these 2 letters to me. First A and N. Send it to me. Then I will get you enrolled. Okay. The next question. Please. Chinedu, you don't come second this time. So maybe you look at the time. Who is complaining of his data? Your data got exhausted at the wrong time. Actually, at the wrong time. Okay, the next question we'll be looking at now is how I just want you to write briefly. How do you avoid competition? In the application of the Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program? As told you, one of the dark secrets is avoid competition. How do you avoid competition? Let me know those that are listening and those that who just joined us. How do you avoid competition? Where is the person that won the grants? And sorry, the cash. I'm yet to see your candidates. I'm yet to see your candidates. Oh my God. Okay, I am reading Abdul Basit Muhammad. I think I got that right. Avoid competing through and avoid saturated businesses. It's not, it does not need to be businesses. Choice of location. Congratulations, Abdul. You've come out first for the first time in a long while. Congratulations to you. You've won this. You've won this. You've won this. Yeah, that's the correct answer. You're in the first question to the comments. Chinedu, you have to change your keyboard. Then you've come out second for the third time. So okay, we'll be looking at the letters now. Sanka. Sanka is spelled Sanka. The first A is choosing, N is choosing, K is choosing. So the first that's S and K. S and K. Make a choice. We are waiting before we move to the second person who is also waiting patiently, waiting like a hungry lion. Abdul, we are waiting. Is your keyboard now faulty? Choose between letter S and letter K. Sorry, and letter A. Okay, I will be giving him a count. Okay, he finally chose S. He chose S. Let's look at what we have. After now, I will give you the tips. I will just tell you what A is about. Congratulations, you've also won one of the most expensive pack on this session. You've won a free ticket to Sanka Masterclass that worth 50,000 naira. So 50,000 naira have been waived for you. Congratulations and welcome on board. Feel free to contact me on WhatsApp so that you'll be added to our group, or we can continue conversation from there. And I will now we shall look at mentoring you to your celebration. Yeah, so that because we are hoping that all our students should win. That is our hope this year. So you've won that. Congratulations. I am seeing a protest from Adeoye. I cannot get that. But we are not talking about the person that came second. We are talking about the first person that actually answered a question. Now let me tell you how the packages or how the gift was programmed. Sanka, Sanka. The two A's, okay, the first K stood for cash. The only K there served for cash. The S and the N was for the mentorship class. The two A's stood for business registration. The two A's was for business registration. The S and the N, Sanka Masterclass. Then the K there stood for cash. I think I explained that to you initially, that I have one person will win cash, two persons will win business registration, two persons will have free tickets to my masterclass. So we all know that the last letter there is A, and every other person who have won before is still eligible to win, except Favor, who has won twice. Nobody is permitted to win twice. Nobody is permitted to win twice. So the last word there, which is this is the last question. I hope you are prepared. I hope you are very prepared. What are the two motivations of Elumelu? what are his aim, what made him to come up with the entrepreneurship program? What do you want to achieve? You can call it, I don't want to give you expo now. The two things you want to achieve. The first person to type becomes the winner. The first person to type becomes the winner. Okay, something good is happening. Hey, okay, let me view a message here that's okay. Okay, so we are looking at I wasn't asking anybody to be very specific. I have missed it. Okay, sorry if I cannot get your name correctly. The first answer that came is from Adioye. I don't know if I got the name correctly about revenue and job creation. Revenue and job creation. Let's look at the next one. Create 10 million jobs to drive entrepreneurship and also innovation. No. For the development of African youth, no. Job creation and poverty alleviation, no. Create 10 million jobs and $1 billion revenue. Okay, okay, Abdul, you've won before, so we can, I'm using, you got it nearly correctly. Abdul, you just put it revenue and job creation, revenue generation and job creation. So Abdul, I'm giving it to you. Congratulations, you've won this time, the final pack on this giveaway night and session this night. So you have the final letter. You don't have choice. You don't have option this time around. The final letter is letter A. So congratulations for winning a free business name registration from Sri Lanka Empire. We'll be registering your business on the Corporate Affairs Commission. Please do let us know now in the comment section if you actually registered your business. Before I round up, please do let us know. Please let us know now in the comment section if you've actually registered your business. And Solution Technologies, please, I'll be waiting for your account number. You want the cash, and I want to present all these things to everyone here, and on Friday. Yes, you've registered. Yes, you've registered. Since you've registered, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? You want free business registration. I'm not considering switching it to those that may need it, but you want, and there are few things we can do to convert it to cash, or okay, we will convert it to cash. If you've won, we need to convert it to cash. Please feel free to contact us. Feel free to contact me particularly on 0703-657-9969. By this time on Friday, we will be showing evidence of payment, and we will also be showing those who need business registration. We will also show certificates of business registration to those that will be with us, and we also have a giveaway session. We'll be using Empire, normal Sanka. We'll be using Empire on Friday. So 6 persons stand high chance of winning. Those who had luck, as someone just described someone now, that's Emmanuel. Someone said you have hard luck. It's not me that says it's not my handwriting. Maybe on Friday we have good luck. What is important is let us all focus on winning. This is my last words. Focused on winning. Elumelu is not the only grant giving organization, grant awarding organization in Africa. There are thousands and one. This year, I'll be sharing several grants applications on my handle here, this channel. So stay glued to this channel. Now I'm requesting you to do something for me, please. The only thing you can do for me now is to share my videos. Share my videos. Encourage others to subscribe to my channel. Share my videos for others to watch with you. For others to watch with you. Please do that, and I'll be grateful. Thank you for your time and good luck in your applications.